Consuming too many controlled substances during your stay in Neon risks damaging your brain.
Yeah. You just gonna stand there, or do you have something to say?
If it's too hot to handle, we can take it off your... Not a bad gun. Good balance, weight. Allied Armaments is a UC company, but their stuff is military grade. But that is not the issue here. That gun is hotter than a frying pan full of fish grease. I'm not giving you anywhere near market rate. Ha! Should have known better than to try and fool a weapons expert. All right, I'll pay you what it's worth. But only because I know for a fact NSEC won't come looking for it. All right, buzz off. I'm busy.
Aren't you the one I saw running?
You live in the rarefied air above the...
Back off.
The Settled Systems' premier financial institution.
Larry Dombrowski was found guilty on multiple...
Haven't seen a leech in a while. Think the city got him?
They say, for then my client can finally relax. He's a very tense man, you see. Tried to smile once, years ago, and didn't like the fit. But I digress. Here's your payment, as promised. Enjoy the rest of your time here in Neon. Cheers.
People joke, say those Varun zealots worship us.
Your bank ATMs are spread throughout the Settled System. Save it to your banking here.
You are the best, and you deserve the...
So, why did you drag me in here?
Yeah.
You said you wanted to buy something nice for your girlfriend, so here we are.
Would you care to pick up an
Do you think I
exquisite
suddenly
gift while
inherited
you're
a
here?
fortune? This place is way out of my price range.
Hey, you're the one that told me she has expensive tastes.
Are you sure you're in the right place? You certainly don't look like one of our usual clientele.
Yeah, I guess. Take a look around. If you find something, I'll help you out, okay?
I take it from your tone I've made an error in judgment. Please forgive my disrespect. We have quite a few, shall we say, thugs that find their way into my establishment and create a disturbance. In fact, there's a particular Seoka member who calls himself Headlock, who repeatedly torments me by damaging my goods. Ah, yes, the authorities. Neon security. Corrupt, bumbling idiots who couldn't solve a crime if it occurred right in front of their faces. Anyway, I've already taken up too much of your valuable time. Was there anything else I could help you with? Oh my goodness, that's such a relief. You have no idea. Thank you for accepting my offer. Headlock's quite a dangerous gentleman. I believe you can find him hanging out somewhere in Epside near Frankie's Grab and Go. Probably not. Seoka tend to hang out in small groups. Good for them, but for us. Anyway, that's really all I know. Head back here when you've taken care of the situation. Good luck. I'm not telling you a thing. I've already reported what I saw to security. Stop wasting my time and leave. Your presence is bad for business. There's nothing to tell you. Get it through your skull. Listen, I don't want anything bad to happen. You'd better be right. Yeah, I hope so. Oh my god, enough! I'll tell you what I know, if it'll get you to leave. I saw it happen. Thomas was murdered and thrown into the ocean. Afterwards, I foolishly reported the incident to security. For my efforts, I was rewarded with a gun to my head and threatened with death if I didn't keep silent. Really? Am I not allowed to leave my own shop now? If you really must know, I was going for a walk. Shocking, I'm sure. No. The officer that threatened me was completely different. And the murderer wasn't wearing a uniform. I'd wager that the murdering bastard has a friend in security that's covering things up for him. It was hard to hear over the commotion, but I'm sure I heard Thomas call his attacker Russell and Rusty a few times. From what I could gather, the attacker was after credits, and Thomas refused to give him any. After that, well, Thomas went for a swim. Where else would someone like him be, He stays at the sleep crates near Madame Sauvage's place. In any case, when you confront him, my name cannot be mentioned. I very much dislike sharing Thomas's briny fate. And with that, I must insist you leave me in peace. That is, of course, unless you'd like to make a hefty purchase.
Look, man, have a heart. I can't...
Hey, buddy, why don't you throw a few credits my way, huh? Help a guy out, yeah? Huh? What are you talking? Oh, shit. No, he told me he took care of it. He told me no one would know. Listen, you gotta hear me out. I never meant to do anything. It was an accident. A friend, an old buddy in security. But that's all you're getting from me. I'd rather take my chances with you than with him. I got in a fight with Thomas. I asked him for some creds, but the bastard wouldn't give me anything. Things got out of hand. He ended up falling off the upper platform. It was an accident, I swear. Then I called my buddy in security and told him what happened. He took care of everything after that. Shit, I know. I never wanted things to end up like that. For the love of God, I didn't even get any creds off of it. Listen, I messed up, I know that. But nothing can change what's already done. Just let me go and I'll disappear forever. No one will ever see me again. No one even needs to know I'm alive. Just... come on, just let me go. Oh my God. You don't need to worry. No one will ever see me again. I swear it.
I don't want to waste my time struggling to get to middle management.
Sounds like I used to be an actuary.
Hello.
Can I get you anything? Please, tell me everything you know. I want to hear it all. I knew it. I just knew that I was being fed lies. Nothing added up right from the start. Neon security. How can they sleep at night and act like my husband's life wasn't worth anything? My husband's killer. Did you find him? What happened to him? Well, I guess I don't much care for what you did with him, as long as he paid for what he did. And about security. Did you find out which officer is behind the cover-up? Yes, you're right. It just boils my blood thinking about what they did. But I must say that I feel oddly vindicated just by knowing the truth. The uncertainty was constantly eating away at me. At least I can take solace knowing that justice was served, at least to some degree. I never would have figured out the truth without you. I have credits for you here. Oh, you're so sweet. In any case, please know how grateful I am that you helped me. You're the only person to ever show kindness to me in this city. And now that I know the truth, I can try to focus on healing. Thank you for everything, from both myself and Thomas.
Sorry, kind of busy.
What'll it be? Never heard of him. Now, are you gonna buy something or just annoy me all day? How am I supposed to know where he is? I hear you. I don't get it. Okay, you've made your point. You just won't give up, will you? Yeah, I know Headlock can't stand them. And I heard some of the other Sioka can't either. That boy doesn't know how to keep himself out of trouble. What'd he do this time? Well, if any place should be terrorized, it may as well be the Emporium. In any case, if you're so desperate to find him, he and his friends are probably hanging out in Warehouse 4, somewhere near there. I gotta ask, what are you gonna do with him? Huh. How very noble of you. I certainly wouldn't go get myself killed on Tevin's account. Anyways, I got a shop to run. Are you gonna buy something or what? See you around.
I finally saved up enough. I'm getting a Deimos.
Do I have business with you or something? And who do we have here? You here for business, or to get your head caved in? Is that so? I'm not just some low-life thug anymore. I'm with the Sioka now. You mess with me, you'll mess with the whole syndicate, and that won't end well for you. Oh yeah? Those are big words coming from a nobody. So go on, hotshot. Give me a reason why I should leave Tevin and his shitty little store alone. Go on, enlighten me. But don't waste my time. I do it because I like doing it. I don't need any benefits from it. Jeez, just take it easy, will ya? It kills me to say this, but I see your point. Fine. We won't go around to the Emporium any longer. Whatever. Next time, I might not be so nice.
Welcome to the Emp. We sell only the finest goods for the discerning.
Oh my. Now that is a true relief.
I thought I would never be rid of him. I'm not one to get involved with the rabble, so I'm glad you came along when you did. Thank you for your help. The Seoka Syndicate, of course. I'm surprised you haven't run into any of them. They're a group of organized criminals who use threats and violence to push their own agenda. And honest people like me tend to suffer the consequences. They're based out of Neon, but no one is certain who runs the syndicate. Could be anyone.
Look, man, have a heart. I can't pay right now, but I'll watch you.
Behold, the
Another day, another ship.
Everything you need for all your daily adventures.
I have plenty. If you don't see what you need, feel free to ask. Yes, I'm aware of James's objections. That's partly why I don't go to the meetings. But if I don't pay Dexler, I'll lose my business. And what good would joining the Alliance do then? So, really, I don't have a choice here. If they want to fight Neon Security, they can. But I need to protect my livelihood. Easy for him to say, he doesn't have my debts. If I don't pay Dexler, I might lose my inventory. And if I lose my inventory, I'll lose my store. You would vouch for them? I suppose if they are willing to pool their resources, or should I say our resources, we would have some leverage. It is not a great deal of leverage, mind you, but with all of us working together, it may be enough. Okay, you've convinced me. I will stop paying Dexler his safety assurance fee. And tell the Newells I will come to the next meeting. Maybe I will even bring some beverages and snacks. You can't stand up to Neon Security on an empty stomach.
Hey, no funny stuff without you. Be careful.
Equipment and accessories for all your
Hey there. Welcome to Newell's. Well, I'll be. And all you had to do was talk to him? Meanwhile, I was so damn stubborn, I made this whole thing harder than it had to be.
Given you almost went blind, working with half a kilo of fish cuts in your eye. Yeah, I'd agree.
And I'd still be wandering around that storage vat helpless, if not for you. Thanks for your help on this. The Merchants Alliance is finally united. I don't know if we'll ever get a fair shake in the city, but it's a start.
This region is abundant in organic materials.
The request for aid and supplies never...
I wonder what our trade routes will look like now that Hesmek is speaking.
You must send someone out there. This apparition must be dealt with.
It is my top priority, I assure you. But it is dangerous the further you step away from the city. We will need someone qualified to assist. Oh, your timing could not be better. We have a situation.
It's an urgent matter. There's a spirit haunting the old orphanage.
A vortex phantom, to be clear. But be that as it may, we now have a headwind for your case. From what I've heard, my friend here is quite famous for dealing with exactly your type of problem.
Is that so? You've handled these phantoms before? Then the stars speak true. Serpent bless your arrival. Vasilis, you can learn a thing or two from this one.
I hate to say it, but you're right. I must defer to my friend here. One thing does trouble me, however. The way you describe this phantom, it seems almost docile. From what I've heard, they are incredibly dangerous.
I don't know. It didn't even look at me. It stood by itself near the window, but I only caught a glimpse of it from afar.
That is not the behavior I'd expect, given what we know about these things. They are haunting the old orphanage. Until recently, it was a refuge for lost children, but had closed down due to a lack of volunteers. In the past few weeks, there have been rumors of people squatting there and using the building as housing. Given its history, it doesn't surprise me that a wayward soul would go back there, if they sought to be found.
A wayward soul? Surely we should not give such merciful terms to this thing. It haunts the orphanage and is a clear danger to anyone who may have been inside. Yes, the old orphanage is ill-fated, that much is certain. Even before the city was lost, I once asked the heralds to read the star scales and bless the children there. Instead, they spoke of malicious portents. Now I wonder if the land itself is cursed. I was at the Halls of Healing, praying for my family. The odd thing is, I did not know what I was praying for. Only that I had a fear in my gut, a sharp pain of the abdomen. Moments later, I heard the din of the crowd and rushed out, searching for my husband. My prayers were answered when I found him safe. But the same cannot be said for the orphanage. We must rid the house of this phantom. I'm afraid I did not get close at all. The ground surrounding the orphanage is collapsing. There may be other dangers and perhaps even phantoms nearby. But my concern is for anyone who may have been living in the building. It was once an orphanage for young children who lost their parents. The children were raised there and eventually guided into service by the Ministry of State. It was run by a handful of donors and local volunteers like the Ueda girl. But it closed down months ago. Great Serpent, protect us from evil.
No doubt. There are more projects that may...
I am picking up faint signs of life in the area. Remain hostile towards I believe the enemy is nearby.
Does anyone know who succeeded Jinan Varun to become the next speaker? I'll even give you a hint. He had 2 sons, Jandar and Jarek. Oh, I know! Yes, Umaran. Who do you think it was, Jandar or Jarek?
Neither. It was a giant groot named Borklebub. He came riding on the back of the Great Serpent and bit Jarek's head off.
Well, that's not the worst answer you've given today. I'll consider that progress. In any case, lunch is over. Everyone take their bowls to the kitchen and clear the table. chores. There's just so many dishes.
Well, you don't have to do them if you don't want to.
Yeah, but Miss Ueda says we can't go upstairs until we finish.
But I know where she keeps the key card. It's on the top shelf, in the corner. See where I put the ladder?
I don't think that ladder's high enough. Grown-ups really don't play fair.
Well, that's why I put the footstool on the ladder. Then I can reach the top.
That seems kind of dangerous. Are you sure the keycard's there? I don't see it anyway.
It's in the jam jar.
Ew, gross. So you have to dip your hand in jam to get it?
No, that's the trick. The jar isn't actually full of jam.
Whoa.
your is astounding.
Amidst the dreams, whispers, a voice sings.
One of the helpers was taken away last night. They accused him of heresy. I know better than to argue, but now we're severely understaffed. I hate to spend less time with Grandpa, given he's always forgetting things, but the children need me.
We're our trapped world, unheard. I wander this place, caged here, longing for a moment of a love that holds no time nor place here. We touch walls that lead a face. This path, leaving prints streaked along faded glass. I wander this place that calls to feel once more the gentle warmth of your hand softly as the rain falls.
Enemy has dropped unexpectedly. Begin search protocol.
I am hungry.
This city, I cannot.
Our sins must have been considerable for the Great Serpent to subject us to this.
If you do not need medical assistance, I suggest you move along.
If you do not need medical assistance, please move along.
Anything new to report? Were you able to remove the Phantom?
Oh, please. I hope you bring good news. You did. Serpent's tail bless you.
Oh, I'm grateful you were able to handle this situation. With the city in turmoil, I'm more or less anchored to this spot.
Strange. That sounds an awful lot like an excuse. But no matter. Your friend is a person of action, and for that, I am grateful.
Yes, as am I. In fact, I think you deserve a reward for your efforts. Here, in appreciation for your assistance. There's still much to do, but I feel confident with volunteers like yourself, we are trending in the right direction. Oh, I wouldn't ask you to give any more time than you've already offered. Part of being a good delegate is spreading out the work. We are all working as a team. You got interrupted maybe by the wind? I'm sure there's a good reason you're not saying anything. Maybe. I knew this trial would force me to grow as a healer, but I didn't anticipate the way it would. I haven't changed at all in terms of my healing skill or knowledge of prayer, but that isn't the only way to heal people. You showed me I can heal others by connecting people, not just through medicine. So, in that sense, yes, I feel I have learned much. Best of luck to you. To all of us.